Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Think Diaries. Welcome, hope you all are doing great. This is me, Tyrone Pope. For those of you who are here for the very first time, let me tell you how it goes. So, this is a place where you can store all your thoughts and all your useful thoughts and ideas. You share a thought, I share a thought, and see whether it turns out to be useful or not useful. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what my passion is and what motivated me to keep it alive. So it's cool to hang back and stick around and see if you share the same passion and experiences that I have, or if not, I indulge you to watch this video till the very end because I'm going to be sharing some useful insights into some abilities that you could find in yourself which would help you discover your own passion and ability in the long haul. So before I tell you about what I'm passionate about, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a small town guy from East India, now currently in a big city. I have been known to be a live wire. I love to do adventurous stuff, not too studious, but yeah, I love entertaining people, doing adventurous stuff, watching movies, and making funny faces, performing for people. Yeah. So as you see, I'm a big fan of movies. I've got different portraits here of my favorite series and favorite movies that you can see out here. So the world was my oyster. I never loved sitting around like a couch potato. I love to jump around, moving here and there. I love to entertain people. I loved mimicking unique characters which I either used to see in real life or maybe watching in a movie. So yeah, I mean that was my pretty much my childhood, jumping around and copying unique people. And then one day I also realized I have the affinity to move around and agility to freely move. So then I discovered dancing, which helped me in developing my agility, my movement, learning something new about myself. So yeah, I was pretty fascinated by the dance and music industry, and I used to copy a couple of actors in my childhood. I'm a big fan of MJ, and yeah, I can do the moonwalk. This led me to realize that I have the passion for performing arts. Hence, I entered a new world of theatre and acting. I started performing on stage in school, in college, dance competitions, attending dance competitions and winning them. But winning was not important for me. The most important part was me enjoying what I'm doing. But unfortunately, life had different plans for me. So I got diverted from my passion and entered the vicious circle of the corporate industry, the corporate rut as they call it. It sucked in all my energy, interests, and zeal to do anything about my passion. I just forgot about it. I'm sure many of you must have faced the same experience. So go to the comment section below, share your experience below, and maybe in my next video, if it's interesting enough, I'll be sharing it. So here comes the key question. What did I do to keep my passion alive? I joined local theatre groups, started giving online auditions, applying here and there, and this reignited my passion again. So during these pandemic times, I reignited my passion by doing all this, and it gave me a lot of positivity, especially in these trying times. I got reunited with my passion, started doing what I love to do, which brought a lot of mental and physical stability in my life back again. So that was my experience as to how I found my passion, lost it, and reunited with it again. You tell me if you share the same experience. You can comment, as I said, in the section below. And now, for those people who don't share this common passion, so I'm going to give you some juice now as to how to find your passion and identify certain abilities in yourself which would help you grow in your passion or maybe find your passion which you never thought you had. So I'm going to share this through my personal experience. These are the abilities I found in myself. Once I started realizing I had these abilities, I started developing on them. So the first thing we're going to talk about is your natural abilities. So people have the natural ability to do certain things. For me, it was performing, acting, which came pretty organically to me. So how do you identify the natural ability in you? So you've got to try new things, first of all. And secondly, if you try those new things and if in a couple of days, if you give it some time and find that it's coming easily and organically to you, then you might have the natural ability for it. For example, if you're trying cooking someday maybe, in a couple of days, if you find it quite easy, you know the ingredients, you know how to use the utensils, it's coming organically to you, then who knows, you might have a good culinary career in the future and maybe reach master chef one day. So what's the second thing? The second but very important thing is to practice and work on your natural ability that you have already identified. So you might be very good at something or gifted at a certain natural ability that you possess, but without practice, you cannot excel at it. Say for example, when I rejoined my theatre group, I started gaining new aspects and understanding to the acting and theatre world. So performing arts although it came easily to me, but as I started learning and practicing more, I got better and better each day. And I'm sure you must have heard the famous saying, practice makes a man perfect. And for me, I've experienced it. So the next ability that I'm going to tell you about is also related to movement. Did you know that some people have the ability to move their limbs and hands more freely than others? Which basically sounds astonishing, but yeah, you can do it too, I can do it too. Say for example, for me, when I was a child, I was pretty skinny, I had long legs, I grew tall since my father was tall, and I used to move from point A to point B pretty freely and pretty swiftly. So this helped me a lot down the line. I realized that if I was on stage and I had a lot of physical drama, which means a lot of moving around, I could move from one point to the other pretty freely and promptly. So the different career paths people can choose who have this ability are: you can become a martial arts trainer, you can become a sportsman, a dancer, anything in fine craftsmanship. The next one is one of my favorites. It's about the interpersonal and intrapersonal ability that you have in you. So your interpersonal ability is about how you externally able yourself to communicate with the outer world. Say for example, for me, I loved socializing with people. As you know, I'm talking to you too. I've started this YouTube channel. I was never a shy guy. I always tried to meet new people, tried to make more friends and become even more popular than what I was. So this was the interpersonal ability. But there's a flip side to that, known as the intrapersonal ability that you might have. So what does intrapersonal ability mean? So intrapersonal is more to do about yourself. If you like exploring your capabilities, how far you can go beyond yourself, then you're talking about some intrapersonal abilities. I know it's a bit vague, but it basically means to find yourself and find what you want, what your limits are, and push yourself to that limit and see whether you're capable of it or not. So possible career paths for people who have these interpersonal and intrapersonal abilities. You can either go into sales, you can go for event management, you can make social media content, you can become a relationship counselor, you can be a talk show host, you can also become an actor. So the last but not least is your logical reasoning ability. I know, it sounds a bit academic, but let me tell you, I used to think it's academic too, but later on I realized it's more practical than that. If you want to know what I'm talking about, take a simple IQ test online and you will find out. So people who have this ability of logical reasoning usually turn out to be inventors, scientists, explorers, because they have the capability to understand and solve technical problems faster than others, and that too with reasonably high accuracy. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Even if you didn't, I hope at least you got some pointers which would help you to know what you're passionate about. So before you sign off this video, I would like to know your thoughts and your thinking and your ideas so that I can implement it in my next chapter of Think Diaries. So let me know your views and thoughts. I'll probably try to create a new video for you which has your thoughts and your ideas, your quick fixes. So see you soon, stay safe and keep thinking.